President Obama has said you can measure America's bottom line by looking at Caterpillar's bottom line. Caterpillar Chairman and CEO Jim Owens is at the New York Stock Exchange this morning to celebrate the 80th anniversary of the trading of shares of Caterpillar. And Jim, good to see you.
Morning, Betty. Nice to be here.
And, Jim, great to have you with us. In your 30-plus years at Caterpillar, I know you've seen quite a bit. You've seen markets go up and down, the economy's in recession, growth phases. I know back in October, when you had released your results, you'd raised your full-year forecast because you see things improving. Since then, we've seen a lot of different changes happen overseas, including Dubai, Greece, Spain, and other worries about emerging markets. Has your view changed at all as well?
Not really. I mean, certainly Dubai, there are financial trouble spots around the world, but fundamentally the emerging markets of the world are doing pretty well. If you look at China, India, Indonesia, South Asia in general, or Brazil, west coast of South America, parts of the Middle East. In fact, I just was in Saudi Arabia. They're going to have an all-time record year this year. A much bigger market than, say, Dubai, which is one of the United Arab Emirates countries. It's overall a picture in particularly the emerging market theater, and the global mining and oil and gas industries look a little bit stronger to us.
So you would move forward. You haven't changed any of your plans in investing in the Middle East or other parts of Asia?
Well, we're moving forward with our plans certainly for investment across Asia, particularly China, India, and that's an important growth segment for us. The emerging markets, I think, are an important mega trend that we expect real growth in the emerging markets overall to be 2.5 to 3 times the rate of growth in the United States, Western Europe, and Japan over the next decade or two. So it's very important for us to have a strong presence, to have great dealer product support capabilities in those countries, and we're working on that.
Jim, I want to talk to things on the home front, because I know you were a big proponent of Obama's stimulus plan to create jobs. You've expressed some disappointment in that plan, and as we know, Obama had the job summit last week. Are you just as skeptical of his newest measures to create jobs?
Well, I'll be clear. I was a big proponent of a stimulus plan that was focused on creating jobs in our country. I think we did need fiscal stimulus given the magnitude of the recession, certainly the worst since the 1930s. I wasn't particularly in favor of all the elements of this stimulus plan that the House of Representatives passed. I think we could have done better. We should have put more of it into investment. That creates lasting jobs. It also, if you invest in your infrastructure, you create a competitive economy going forward for the future. And that creates jobs, and there's a big multiplier on those kind of jobs. And that investment goes away. It's not a permanent thing.
Well, are you, your own company, Jim, ready to rehire?
Well, we have called back a few people in the fourth quarter, and I think as next year unfolds, and our current outlook is for sales to be up somewhere between 10 and 25% next year. A lot of uncertainty, but we'll gradually begin to call people back and to rebuild our overall sales and our ability to ship product. So I think it'll gradually begin to pick up as 2010 unfolds.
Jim, I know that you're on the Obama's Economic Advisory Board. Are you going to be meeting with the president on Monday, and what will you be advising him?
Well, the PRAB, the President's Economic Recovery Advisory Board, we really get together telephonically in subcommittees pretty much every week. So we spend a lot of time working on position papers and things on, for example, infrastructure, job creation. One of the things I've been emphasizing is, we as a country need to save more, invest more, and export more. And I'd like to see some of the trade agreements we have passed. Some of the pending FTAs will create jobs immediately. We need to move forward on those. Okay, and speaking about jobs, Jim, I've got to ask you this because you're rumored on the short list of candidates to take over GM's CEO job when you retire next year. What can you say about that? Well, I have a terrific job at Caterpillar, and I'm looking forward to continuing that to my rightful conclusion next year. We'll have a great transition. A second act, is that in the cards for you? I don't think I'm on anybody's serious long list for General Motors. They need to get a chairman that's got a 5 to 7 year runway, who has great confidence. The board has great confidence in, and the board allows them to run that company.
Okay.
And I think it is a company that can be rescued
Okay.
and be a great company in the future.
Jim Owens, we've got to leave it there. Thank you so much of Caterpillar.